To me, there's really kind of four areas of focus. One certainly is have that desire and intrigue and inquisitiveness to really understand what the opportunity is, either in terms of talking with customers, seeing what's in the market, identifying an unmet need, solving a problem and making it simpler, thinking about and understanding not just the customer or who could potentially use the product, but also understanding that in the context of the reach that you could have. Another aspect that I think is important too is really focusing on building that network and collaborating with folks to solve problems. In a company like PayPal, it's very difficult to get things done as an individual. Um, and by that, I mean, you really need to kind of forge that informal and formal network in terms of having and a focus in building something for a customer and getting people that aren't necessarily sold on the idea to buy into it. And the last thing that I look for and suggest to people too is don't try to adjust your approach and personality to kind of fit the mold. Bring your own opinions and approach to the business. And in the context of my team, I refer to those people that are the change agents, people that bring a new way of thinking, their own personal interests to the table, and really kind of help make our team better because it opens and not just yourself, but the eyes of others to have a different perspective and appreciation for different opinions. Um, and those are kind of the three main areas that I would say that I tend to focus on. There are those kind of core skills that every product manager needs to have, which would probably be a fourth. I won't go down um, that trail, but those are the different dimensions that I look for and recommend to folks. I would say that most recently, people with an affinity towards technology, certainly in our space, an understanding or a belief in terms of the mission of doing good at a global scale are important. But I tend to have folks on our teams that operate more from an understanding of the technology and the solution perspective. They're not necessarily doing the coding anymore or at all, but they have that understanding to conceptualize things, not just from a customer perspective or the experiences that we create, but also in terms of the underlying technology that can help make it happen. I think the most effective people that are product managers today are that are, I don't want to say future proof, but are more prepared for the future, are getting closer to the actual underlying technologies that are being used and the way things are built. So they have an understanding and appreciation for how things are built, not just the craft of building things, not just well, a customer wants a cool experience in mobile. So being closer to understanding the technology and the trends there. Um, Also to understanding the dynamics of the market, not just maybe where they operate today, but growing markets. India is a huge example. China is another. There, in India, there's 40x the U.S. millennial generation growing up and understanding what might be unique to that market and those customers and what are the things that are emerging. So not just kind of operating in the context of where you sit and live and maybe your current customer base, but also where's the potential or opportunity or needs either for the product that you're working on now or maybe something that you work on in the future to have a global view because those lines continue to be blurred. Right? You and I could right now go and buy something from any company across the globe probably. But if you tend to operate kind of in the context of your current job or the products that you're selling, you're only thinking about things in isolation. You need to take more of a global view.